Alrighty, this is Nappylicious TV, and in today's video, I felt the need to come to you today with a few survival tips on how to survive the holidays. I was just out in these Memphis streets earlier, and I felt some kind of way because I'm an online shopper, but I had to go out to Joann Fabrics and pick up an item that I ordered online in order to pick it up at the store, but the line was wrapped around in places I had never seen in the store, so I was like, okay, breathe. So I'm a happy person generally, but I was feeling some kind of way, so I had to WooSah. And I was surrounded by other people that I could feel the energy that was, possibly negative, impatient, in a hurry. So I figured, you know what, let me come back and make a few tips on how to survive the holidays. One of my first tips is if you're wearing a shirt like this, you need to stay home. Don't go out to the stores and pollute the atmosphere for the rest of us who are wearing reindeer ears and Christmas lights and jingle bells. Stay home, order online, and they will bring it to you. If you need groceries, there are certain stores I know in my area, my Kroger, you can order online and they will bring the groceries out to your car. If you are still a bar humbug, go and let your kids or your husband pick up the stuff for you if you are a bar humbug, Grinch, Scrooge, okay? Don't pollute the air for the rest of us. If you got a 76 Cutlass and it is burning rich, as the old folks say, which means it's like mixing gas and oil in a carburetor and it's like smoking or got these fumes behind you, stay home. Don't put that car out in traffic because if traffic is going to be heavy, the rest of us don't need to be suffocating with your burning rich car when we got our windows down trying to enjoy a little bit of the nice day that we have been blessed with. Be patient. You already know it is the holiday season. People are out extra. They're on vacation. They're out trying to get the last minute shopping done. Lines are going to be long. Traffic is going to be heavy. The post office is going to be packed because people are mailing packages to loved ones out of town, in the military, in prisons, whatever. Be patient and just take a little extra care and just chill. Okay? You're going to get your time in line, so don't make it more difficult for the people who are standing with you. A couple days ago, I had to do the unthinkable. I stood in the Bath and Body Works line for over an hour in order to exchange a candle that I ordered online that arrived broken. Ironically, it was my stress-free candle, but you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in here. I'm going to stand in this line. The line I was in was moving extra slow. The lines around me was zooming. I was like, okay, woosah. But, I was able to just not get involved in that negative conversation that was around me about how slow our line was moving. It was not going to make the line move any faster. So I just sat there and made a new friend with the lady behind me. Talked to the lady behind me. We talked about the Retail Me Not app that she didn't know about. So, hey, I tried to make it beneficial for somebody in that line that day, right? So be patient, people. If you are out shopping, try to pay with cash. I know it's a controversial decision whether to pay with cash or use your card, but try to pay with cash because it makes it easier, possibly. You don't want to get robbed if you got lots of cash, but, keep it in a safe spot. Don't let somebody see where you're pulling your money from. You know what I'm saying? But paying with cash, for me, is easier during the holiday seasons because sometimes the criminal activity is up higher. People are looking to grab your credit card or just stand next to you with that little scanner thingamajiggy when they try to scan all your cards in your pocket and you making purchases in New York and you in Memphis, Tennessee. No. So try to pay with cash when you can. I know it's a little inconvenient at the gas station because I'm so used to paying at the pump as well, but there's so much going on right now, so I like to try to pay with cash when I do actually leave the house to do some shopping. Don't try to rob me because you're going to get jacked yourself. Another tip that I have, I shared this with a friend of mine, and you know who you are. I'm not going to out you here. Stop watching the news. You will find out enough about what's going on in the world just by existing, okay? You can scan the news or you can scan the newspaper online or websites or whatever, but stop watching the news for a while. If you're a news junkie, stop it because it's not going to get any better. You already know what's going on in politics and the news is so negative and this and that. How did that happen? Ooh, woosah. I can't handle it. I don't really watch the news. I kind of stopped watching the full news back when The Secret came out. I know enough. I'm a librarian. I know how to get the news that I need. I get more than what I need, but I don't watch it every day. I know people who will watch the news at 5 o'clock, no, 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30 world news, 6 o'clock news, just in case something happened. They gotta watch the 10 o'clock news. They wake up watching the news. I'm like, no way, and then want to chew my ear off talking about it. I don't want to hear about the news and the negativity that's going on. I don't want to hear about it, but that's just me and my little survival strategies, okay? Stop watching the news and the negativity that's going on. Facebook, all these crazy viral videos. Some of them are funny, but some of them are very negative. You know, with all the people with the racism and all of that, I just can't. For me, I just can't. I got to control what goes in here. You can do what you want, but I'm going to control what happens here. So try to ease up off the news, at least during the holiday season. You know what I mean? Watch some fun television. I know everybody does not love TV, but I like to bury my head in the sand sometimes with some good old 70s sitcom like Good Times, Jefferson, Sanford and Son, even the Golden Girls and Sex and the City, and movies like Waiting to Exhale and Love Jones and Best Man Holiday. Those feel good movies that I enjoy. Find some things that you enjoy. Because I also can suffer from, seasonal blah, the blues, because, it is what it is. But I don't let myself stay there. Sometimes you get there, but try to find a way to get out and make it better for yourself. Now, I am not a stranger. I'm over the age of 21, and sometimes it is okay for me to have a drink or drink. But sometimes you need to just have like a glass of wine or a couple of hard liquor cocktails if you need that. Don't drink and drive. Try not to drink alone. If you got some friends that are having a house party, or, take the Uber out to the bar and take the Uber back home, get out and, have a little bit of fellowship with some people. Don't just stay home alone and just be in that spirit, because it is not going to get easier, especially if you are alone in the holiday season. If you are feeling some kind of way, it's okay to cry. A lot of us right now, it's hard for us. If you've ever lost a loved one, it is difficult sometimes to stay in the mood, especially the first year of going through the seasons or the holidays without that loved one. Yes, I have experienced it. I still miss my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunties. I have an aunt. She's been gone for over, 2002? Yeah, she passed away in 2002. It seemed like it was just yesterday. And she's the one who saved me from my one whooping that my mother was going to give me. I was about 5 years old. My mama had just washed my hair on a Sunday. I was out in the country at my grandmama's house. And, I had that freshly greased hair, little black girl hairstyle, washed and greased hair. Well, I decided to go sit up under the shade tree at my grandmother's house. And, I was going to play in the dirt, making some mud pies or whatever. So I was making the little mud pies. I'm like, okay, this is fun. So then I decided that, hey, I think this dirt would be nice to put on my arms. Okay, mud bath, okay. Then I decided, okay, I think this dirt would be good in my hair. Whee! Child, that was not a good idea. When my mother saw my hair, because, that grease them clumped up in there and stuck to my hair, and Lord, she was about to beat the brakes off of me. My auntie Sunshine, she said, don't whoop her. I'll get the dirt out. She grabbed me, she pulled me and set me down in her lap, and she brushed out all the dirt and sand out of my head. Now, that was a job. It wasn't easy. I could see my mother at the corner of my eye, looking like she wanted to still snatch me and beat the bark off me. But, it's things like that helped me to remember the good times about my family members who passed away. My grandfather, nobody knows this, but I still have a little corner of a jacket that he used to wear when he would go outside and get wood for the wood burning stove at my grandmother's house. So it's little things like that I keep close to me. My grandmother's memory is alive and well, living within me, and in my house I have a memorial little spot for her. She loved red. I hate red. I made Christmas tree at work every year red in honor of my grandmother. So, you got to do things to just remember your ancestors and friends and family who passed away, or even people who have been locked up in the penitentiary. They're not there with you, but they're still with you in spirit. So you've got to do what you can to not just wallow in pity, but do something. Donate some money to charity in their name. I've done that as well. So do what you can to, remember your loved ones and to just keep them in your spirits right then and there. It's okay to cry, but don't stay there. Don't stay there because it's not a good place to be. Sometimes you have to get out amongst other people. As my grandmother used to always say, don't stay cooped up in the house. Go to the mall if you can handle the mall. Go to the library or a bookstore. You never know where you're going to meet people, and you never know, you may meet a new friend that will, help you along, and you help each other along. So don't just stay inside the house. That is not always a good place to be. I've suffered from, like I said, those down moments, but you've got to pick yourself back up and keep it moving so that you don't just stay there. So my final tip is to share with other people, whether it is sharing your time, your donations, your energy, just your spirit sometimes. You never know. Somebody that you see every day might be going through something, but they're smiling, and you just never know. You just never know what people are going through. So share with other people however you can. For me, I like to bake desserts and things, and my coworkers and family members are always wanting me to bake them things or make them desserts because I enjoy it. Now, these doggone cookies and pecans and eggs and stuff ain't cheap. I ain't got no chicken out there in the backyard, but doing those things do bring me joy and making sure that I am able to spread a little joy to some happy tummies. I hope that you have found my tips to be helpful so that you too can make it through this holiday season. I know it's not easy, but sometimes you just got to change it up a little bit and just don't, go through it by yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.